Welcome back, welcome back. We have a new author that's never been on our show. Her name is Donna Taylor, and she's written a book called Copper Moon. And I talked to her a little bit before the show, and she said it's a romance slash thriller. And
Action, mystery.
there we go, yeah. Well, tell us about this. Now, you're self-publishing these, right?
Yes, I am.
And is this your very first?
It's my very
work?
first book. Yes, sir.
Now let's talk about, for people out there that probably say, I'd love to write a book. Did you go through, did you instantly know how to publish a book, or did you first did you had a desire to publish, I'm sure?
Yes, I think it's a natural progression. If you like to read a lot, I think you get this feeling, I can write my own book.
Yeah.
And it just comes down to the point where you actually sit down and do it.
Mm-hmm.
And I published myself with the help of an author friend who's got 10 books of her own out there.
Okay, so you had some kind of guidance.
So I
there,
had
yeah.
guidance to do the self-publishing. Otherwise, there are people out there that you can pay to do this for you,
Yeah.
other than you doing it yourself.
Well, I just think it's an awesome thing that in today's world, if you have an inkling of wanting to write and to publish your own works, you can publish as little as one book at a time, right?
Yes, through CreateSpace,
Yeah.
yes.
Mm-hmm. And your work is on Amazon, and where other places
It's
can
on
people?
Amazon. There's an ebook and paperback you can get through Amazon.
Uh-huh.
Hastings also has the book in its store all the time. And starting October 10th, it'll also be available in the bookstore in Blytheville at that bookstore.
Okay, all right.
I have a book signing then.
How long of a process was it for you to write the book and go through the steps to get it published?
It took me, I'd say, about a year to write the book. And then once the book was completed, I had it sent off to, if you're ever going to write your own book, the best thing to do is to send it off to a professional editor, because you want it to have it as clean as possible.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And biggest mistake a new author can make is not doing a professional editor.
Yeah.
The
And that
only-
doesn't mean like your neighbor or...
No.
We're talking about somebody that knows grammar and knows where words should be and where they shouldn't
Yes.
be.
And it's not that expensive. It's, a few $100s, but it's well worth it because you want it to look as professional as possible.
Mm-hmm. And I'm sure you're amazed that when you got it back, you go, I thought I looked at that, and that was supposed to be taken out of there, or
There
whatever.
is this little thing that goes on when you're writing, and you read it over so many times with all of your rewrites that you do, that you become blind to your own mistakes.
Yeah, yeah.
So you get as many people, beta readers, that you can to help you find all those little typos. And
Was the process everything you thought it would be?
it was much more difficult than I thought it would be to actually sit down and write the book, because you don't realize, you think, oh, I've got a story to tell, and it's kind of like you just start out and boy, you're really at it, and then about in the middle of it is like, oh, I'll never get through.
Is it because you get a writer's block, or you can't think of the details, or?
It's not so much that as you self-destruct yourself because you begin to think, well, what if nobody else wants it to read it or like it? It's just
You
one of those
second-guess
things.
yourself, I
Yes,
guess.
you start
Yeah.
second-guessing yourself, and I have been told by several authors that this is just part of the process of writing.
Well, you never know, and what's in your head. I'm sure when you were reading other books, you thought, if I had that character, it'd be a lot more. It'd be this kind of person, or
You always
they'd be
want
more-
to tweak someone else's work. Yes.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's part of the process of deciding, I could write my own book.
Well, tell us about the book. Who's the main character, and maybe give a little bit of information on
A synopsis.
a synopsis, maybe. Yeah.
The main character is Charlotte, and Charlotte Donnelly, and nicknamed Char. And the prologue starts out when she's 14. And she is caught up in a really bad situation, and Jace, who's 20, is going to save her from this. And that sets it up, and then 10 years later, they're revisited again, and we go into the story, and it's set in Arkansas. A lot of things are familiar in the book to people that live around here because there's lakes and tourists and that type of thing in the book. And it's her grandfather, who she calls Gramps, plays a large part in it. He's a moonshiner, an old moonshiner, but he realizes that way of life is pretty much passing away, and it's not going to continue. Something happens, and Jace has to step in and save her again. She's very strong-willed. She's a tough little cookie, and Jace, he's not used to having someone not follow his orders. So there's a little conflict there.
So
And
you told me that this the book has some romance and
it has romance, there's mystery, there's I kind of hate to tell you too much because
Okay.
there is a big mystery part to it, and I have a lot of people tell me, say, "Oh man, I had no idea that person was
good.
going to
Is it one of
step
those
in on.
cliffhangers? Yeah.
I'm not going to. I didn't realize that was going to be one of the bad guys, or
Oh.
it's."
And you
yeah.
told me the guys like this book too.
I have been very surprised. Yeah, a lot. I've had several men that have read the book and told me they loved it. I laugh and say that it's probably got enough action and knockdown, beat downs, and going on to keep them happy. But yeah.
Well, the book is called Copper Moon, and it's written by Donna Taylor, and she's been here to tell us all about it. And you can pick this up at Hastings in Mountain Home, or you can go on to Amazon.com.
Yes, especially if someone likes ebooks right now. Because of this, I have put on a special for the book.
Okay.
And just the ebook. I have no control over the paperbacks. So, yeah.
Okay.
It's a good place at Amazon to pick it
Can
up
they just
too.
type in Copper Moon?
They can type in Copper Moon and type in Donna Taylor. Just put
Okay.
Copper Moon, Donna Taylor, and it'll take you right to the site.
Okay, all right.
Plans for another book?
I'm already writing one. I'm going through the process right now. I do a lot of research, which doesn't seem like, for romance and stuff, but actually I don't like stuff to not be factual. I can build you a moonshine still right now
So
after doing this book.
Yeah.
So the next one, I'm not going to tell you what I can do, but yeah, there's research and I'm doing that, and I've already started with scenes and stuff. So yeah.
Cool. Neat. Well, it's nice to meet you, Donna. Appreciate it, and I hope you're much success on your book.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Up next, we have Ray Warren, and he's going to be here to talk about
Off the Beaten Path?
Off the Beaten Path. Stay with us.